In my last video, I explained to you about the male planets, the female planets in Nadi system, and the importance of them plus certain other facets. A very important planet around which whole astrology revolves is Mercury. Mercury is an important planet, and your entire sudden good, sudden bad, and the life is governed by Mercury. Mercury is an important agent. Mercury gets its work done through Rahu. Mercury executes its work through Rahu. Now Mercury also occupies 17 years in a horoscope. We belittle Mercury, but Mercury is a very, very important planet. Why it is called a eunuch? Even in Vedic horoscope they say it's a eunuch, kuch kar nahi sakta. No. Understand eunuch. Eunuch story in Mahabharata is that Ravan, who was a very powerful king, a powerful warrior, and he was born out of the relationship between Arjun and a Nagkanya. That was Iravan, and he could fight, fight a lot. While the war was going on, there was a tradition at that time, as it is written in Mahabharata, that Bali had to be given. Somebody with all kinds of characteristics, all signs which are there, which some few hundred signs which are there, have to be in the body of a particular planet, of a person. And that particular person, if it is sacrificed, it will create the energy in the battlefield to win the war. And that was with Iravan. Now Iravan today wanted that before he dies, his last wish that was that he wanted to get married. That time the society was much more positive and much more forward looking than it is today. And nobody wanted to marry him because, he just wanted to marry for one night. And we all know that anybody who is in this category, there are males and females within them. The tendency is there. Now nobody wanted to marry him. And he had to be sacrificed on a particular day. And for that night, that was his wish. So Lord Krishna came as Mohini and spent a night with him. He was sacrificed the next day. That was his destiny. He was sacrificed the next day. And Lord Krishna as Mohini did all the crying and all the things which could a wife could do, in terms of losing somebody. So that was it. And he was considered in South and even in a lot of parts of North, he is considered as the kings of the eunuchs. If the eunuchs, do puja to somebody, pray for somebody, and consider them their head of the entire family, it is Iravan. He is considered to be the head of the entire family of the eunuchs in various parts of the country, especially South, I am sure. So this was Mercury. This is eunuch. This is the characteristic of a eunuch. Even when Lord Ram had gone, and when he was going, all the people of Ayodhya walked behind him, and he said all men and women should go. He ordered, he pleaded, he applauded, and they went. But those who were neither men or women stayed back. And when Lord Ram came back, he said, why are you staying? He said, you said all men and women should go. We are neither men nor women. So he gave them a boon that if you curse somebody, it will be multifold. If you give a boon to somebody, it will be multifold. And if you want to settle scores with somebody, you yourself want to settle scores with somebody, nothing in the world can stop you from winning. So that is what a eunuch characterizes. The stories, the Hindu mythology, are stories which tells you the nutshell. It is not the story which is important, but it is what you inference, what you draw from it is important. So that is what is the power of when you say eunuch. And eunuch, Mercury, we call it a eunuch even in Vedic astrology. So Mercury is a very, very important planet. It commands Rahu. Mercury tells Rahu to execute, and Rahu itself is a very, very powerful planet which is above your navel. And Rahu today symbolizes everything. Rahu symbolizes big playgrounds, sports. It symbolizes your airwaves. It symbolizes computers, communications, nuclear, things under the earth, things under the river. Your intelligence to understand things, think big, know all the arts of deception. A king should know everything. A king should know the art of telling lies, to the art of cheating, to the art of deception. Then only he can become a king. If he doesn't know it, then he would succumb to that. So that is Rahu. Rahu knows it all. So Rahu, when he becomes your minister in terms of your own system, he puts you to dizzy heights. It is Rahu who puts you a person that makes you very big into and makes you come to dizzy heights. And Rahu, imagine, fulfills the wishes of Mercury. So Mercury is a very important planet in our whole scheme of things, which we have never understood. The second important planet is Shani. The agents of Shani are Rahu and Ketu. And this I will deal later when I talk about it. Rahu and Ketu are the agents of Saturn. They fulfill Saturn's commands and wishes. So Mercury and Rahu and Ketu are very important planets. Rahu, of course, is very important. Rahu, Ketu actually make the destiny. You can tell the whole destiny of anybody by seeing Rahu and Ketu and rotate them. 3-4 times you rotate them and see how they work. You can tell what's going to happen. In terms of understanding. I don't have that skill, because at the end of the day, for doing astrology, you should have a very great power of Saraswati in you. Because Rahu, the goddess of Rahu, the goddess which Rahu believes in, is Saraswati. Rahu is symbolized by Saraswati, and Saraswati is all about, she has a veena which is detailed, she sort of swans, she's beautiful. So, for all that, you develop your mind to that extent that, things come to you, which I do not have. I'm doing only, analytics, seeing a lot of horoscopes and coming to a combination and reading some old books and experience. So, but Rahu is the planet even for telling your future. So, this is how you have to see Mercury, and I've talked a little bit on Saturn, Rahu and Ketu. Rahu and Ketu being agents of Saturn and the importance of Rahu. I will deal with all this in my horoscopes as it comes to me. There is no fashion, there is no method by which I do. I do it when I want to make a video. I make a video. I should have the energy in myself to make that video, that desire to make the video, and I make it. It's out of my love and affection to this science, which I've been doing for the last 45 years, and was being done by my father, who was a very, very great astrologer, being a very big bureaucrat. He was a very big astrologer. And even Mr. K.N. Rao of today used to, agree to that and come to him for advice and understand him. But then he was to himself. Astrology was his passion. He used to do it. Rao uncle today has, of course, done a good thing by putting astrology on a different platform. That is very good. But he also believed in my father, Kailash Chandra. So from him also I learnt a lot. So this is what I want to tell a little bits and bits, but it's only when I do it, when I like and want to do it. So with this video, I end it. Thanks, bye for now. Know about me from shankerstudy.com, Shanker with an E, and you can write to me at connectingstars@gmail.com. Thanks, and bye for now.